You can rent this little kit to do your oxygen sensors. It does come in handy because sometimes you can't just do it with the standard, like I have one of these, but sometimes you can't just do it with the standard setup like that. You have to get around it because just the way it's positioned under your car, you can't use it like that. But you can rent this. I don't know. I think they rented it for like 20 bucks or something. But I just take this back with my receipt and they give me my money back. So, other than that, yeah, I use that with that, and I used it with this this leverage bar right here. Okay, and that helped me break it loose. Let's see. So where I'm located this is downstream after the catalytic converter. Right here where I have my hand is where the go ahead and start the oxygen sensor is. So guys, I started the car. We're going to let it warm up because so the oxygen sensor is in that pipe, right? We want the pipe to heat up because the electrons in that metal, they're in their ground state when they're cool. But when they start getting hot, they expand. Right? And they move outside their orbitals. They move away from their ground state. So it's easier to move this because the pipe is not tight to this anymore. It's more malleable, it's loose. So we're gonna let it heat up a little bit. And I've chosen to go in with this strategy. I'm gonna put this one on the oxygen sensor. It's gonna go in like this. So underneath, the one that's already in the pipe, here's the pipe. It's gonna go in like this. It's gonna go on. All right, I'm gonna put this on top and we're gonna pull it to the left. All right, we're gonna break it loose. But I did go down there, and you're not gonna pull it loose with a cold pipe. You gotta heat it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, we're gonna go in, put this in. It's gonna sit on top. We're gonna put this on, set it to left, lefty-loosey, and we're gonna loosen it up. Plan. I'm just gonna let it heat up for a couple more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna use my leverage bar because that's not gonna work. So my leverage bar will give it that one turn we need. Put this thing back on. Okay, now we turn it. Turned it. We broke it loose. Now I might have to wait for it to cool off to take the electrical out because it's hot. That's the only way you're gonna get this off is to let the car run for about 5 minutes. Get this pipe really hot because it'll expand away from the oxygen sensor. That's what you got to do. All right. So this thing is hot. I'm gonna let it cool off. It's broken loose. We won the battle. We just let it cool off so we don't burn ourselves, and we'll come back and disconnect that. All this stuff is hot and sharp, so you don't want to be jacking around in here. We'll come back in about 10 minutes. But you see how these little pieces are sticking out? I have to push those in. I got some needle nose that are gonna push So we're just gonna take this off. Where my finger's at. And you just push this in with some needle nose right here. And it just kind of, it folds in, okay? And that's how I got it loose. But on here, I think what you do is you just slide a screwdriver up underneath there and pull it out. And I'm gonna try that real quick. I got my screwdriver here, and I'm gonna push under here. I'm gonna push under this thing right here. I'm gonna push up. Let's see if that's it. I think you push up and pull. Ooh, did I break it loose? I did break it loose. So here it is. It's got the anti-seize on it. We're just gonna kind of put it in where it needs to go, which is right on this pipe. And I put this in first so this thing can spin around. It's gonna spin around. Just like that. Take your time. No rush. We're gonna tighten this in real good before I even try to connect this. Actually, you know what you should try to do? Make sure these line up. It looks like they line up. Yeah, they line up. All right. So we're gonna tighten it and then we'll connect it. So here's this device that we're using. Go up and around. Just sets it in there like that, okay? Pull like that. See that? And I situate it, swing it around. Top best for wrench, which sometimes. So we got it in there. It's not coming out because my wrench can get in here. Just so you have a recap on what we used, okay? And then switch it to righty, righty-tighty. And then we just tighten it. See, you don't want to over tighten that thing, it'll strip out. It will strip, then you're screwed. So that's on there. And so what we have to do is we have to disconnect the negative terminal. I think it's a 10. It is indeed a 10. So we'll have to reset. I'll show you all your radio, but what we're going to do is just loosen this up. While we're at it, we'll clean that up a little bit. So get you one of these. Clean your terminal really good. And while it's sitting there for a couple of minutes. So we changed the oxygen sensor, but we still have the had a Coke check engine light. So we're gonna fix that. Water on there. We're gonna go ahead and clean it off. We're gonna pop the hood. Clean that off. Right around here is the. Close your eyes. You don't want that flicking up at your. You don't want that flicking up in your eye. Gonna clean that out a little bit. Go ahead and put your negative terminal back on. We'll take your number 10 and we'll tighten it back down. Okay, got on there secure. Always keep a number 10 or whichever one tightens your terminals. Always keep a number 10 in your car in case it ever wiggles loose on the road. All right, we are done here. Let's go ahead and check and see if it reset. Okay, so the check engine light is gone. We started it up.
Hey, it doesn't smell.
It's gone. Here's the oxygen sensor. Here is the part number. This is for bank 2, sensor 2, past the catalytic converter on the passenger side. It did come with some anti-seize to put on the threads. I tried to use this, but I ended up using my leverage bar. I used this number 10 for the battery. I used this to just do the disconnect, to slide up underneath here and push up a little bit and pull out to get this thing released. Here's the old one. I had these just in case, but I only needed to use the screwdriver. I use these to take off these little things right here on the original one, because you have to kind of push these things in because those are fitting through little holes to keep it in place. The new one's shorter, so you don't need to worry about that. And the kit that you saw in the video, I did use these to record underneath. If you're wondering how people record, and if you plan on recording, these will be in the description. And I also use this bad boy right here to do some of this, and this will actually be in the description. There's the code on that too, if you wanna know where I got this stuff. All right. Well, there you go, guys. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. We have links on the screen. We have Amazon links